Hello and welcome anyone and everyone to this long, I don't want to say overweighted, but yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, so if anyone watches this has been following my thing for a while, sorry it took so long. I really just it was on and off, this little project of mine for a while. Today is the culmination of, I believe, almost 2 to 3 years. I think I started this before I moved from my apartment to the new house. But, yeah. Today we will be pulling massively on my FGO Gachaless account. Now, what do I mean by Gachaless? It means I did not pull at all on the friendship or standard banners, or even, like, event banners, at all for the entirety of my playthrough. And as you can see, I have cleared everything, including the 2 interludes. These 3 don't unlock until later. I've done every single one. All that is left is stepping into the star belts, or lost belts. And this is still going on at the moment. And we have a lot of pulls saved up. I haven't even cashed these in, just to show you just how many I've been saving. So, a little bit of a prerequisite before we begin. Technically speaking, before this video is pretty much just the mainline pulls. I did, before this video went up, and basically first thing in the morning, I did all of the friendship banner pulls. Now you may be wondering, oh, we really want to see those. Like, I had a lot of friendship banner pulls. A lot. I believe the final count was at around over 800,000 friendship points. To give you an example of just how long that took, I have FGA installed, and I put on the auto puller for the friendship banner. It took just under a full hour to get through everything. I will be putting in a hyper sped up recording of those pulls at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But just to give you an example, the final video of the friendship pulls ended up being just under 55 minutes. On my video editor, I had to speed that up times 1,000 to get it down to 5 minutes. It's 1,000 times its speed, and it still took 5 minutes. So, to start off with, let's take a look. With the Spirit Origin list, these are all of the characters I pulled from the Friendship banner. And also a crystal. For those of you who are wondering, technically speaking, there are 2 exceptions to this. The first exception is MASH, and the second exception is... where is he? I could have sworn he was here. So weird. Can move over? Could have sworn I couldn't move him over. Oop, wrong one. Huh. Guess I did. I don't know why. It didn't show. It kept showing him like he was still on my account before. Oh, but so yeah, all that and all these craft essences, a good number of them got maxed out, and a lot of just like generic command codes. Those were all from the friendship pulls. If we go over to the second archive, these are... hold on. These are the characters that I have been using throughout, well, obviously except for these, all throughout my playthrough. A good number of these are actually welfare characters that I got through events. Primarily Paul Bunyan, Nobunaga, the Elizabeths, Sakazaka Assassin, the like. Jack was the first 5-star that I added to my account with the free 5-star you get per new account. She is also the one that I used my max, I forget what it's called, but basically when you start a new account, you get an option to take one character you have and max out their ascensions, their limit breaks, whatever you want to call them, so that they're max level. Well, almost max level. I think it stops at like just around like 80. You still have to make like the last 10 levels yourself, which can take some time. But so yeah, that and the craft essences. Pretty much all of these, except for a small handful. Primarily these over here at the bottom. And these two. These two are from the event that I added in. And this is one of the specialty ones that you get that increases drop rate of materials. You gotta do a little special challenge for that. I have not done all of them. But so between all of that, in fact, let's go ahead and just, now that I have shown that off, go ahead and, oop. Give me one moment. Did I break the game? Oh. Loading. Come in. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good. So, quite literally, the event, the day went over. So yeah, just add on a little extra things that we can do now, and just obsidian blade. Did the transfer go through? It did not. Okay, let's redo that real quick. And these two. And so with this is basically everything I could mount, honestly. The easiest way, if you're going through this kind of one by one, is that if the character has the full ascension, then those are the characters I have been using in my account. Any that are still at 0 ascension stars, those are the ones I pulled today from the friendship banner. Kind of the same thing with some exceptions with the CEs. I didn't even bother touching the command codes. And so with that, just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of working with, do the auto setup. And yeah, that is basically what my strongest team kind of looks like. And luckily with those new level 1 banners, CEs, kind of got a little bit going on something in the back. Alright. So now we get to the interesting / good part. That was kind of all preamble, kind of explanation. Now we go on to the actual polls. For very obvious reasons, I will basically be doing only polls on the summer banners. The primary things I want to get are the actual characters, obviously. But I wouldn't mind getting all the CEs as well. There are also a couple of drop rate up characters. I can do another two. You know what? Let's start off with a free 10 pull. Just so I can say I didn't do none of the friendship banners with you guys. There we go. You guys were there for that. Actually, here's a good way to kind of show things off. Where is it? Acquisition. There we go. Here we go. So these just got added because of that. All the way down to Mash, Gozen, Lubu. Is that Leonine? No, it's Romulus. Yep. These were the 6 characters I got from the tutorial banner. And basically just from here, just kind of kept going. But so, first things first before we start. Oh, not those. We have over 8,000 Sane Court fragments. And we're going to turn that into 154, giving us well over 2,000. Along with that, I need to check. Yeah. Couple extra summoning tickets. 5 more. And all that, but could also do those, but nah. So here's where the fun part comes in. Just under 200 summoning tickets. Yeah, that's fun. So, to say this might take a while is a bit of an understatement. But so, and at some point I'm gonna have to basically have to pause recording just so I can. Probably gonna have to sort through a couple things. But I did kind of empty out as much as possible. But let's get this show on the road. We are going to, you know what? Yeah, we're basically gonna dump. If I had just 5 more, it would have been perfect. I'm basically gonna just dump 100 and 100 single pulls on each one. Well, 195. So that's gonna take a while, but might as well get started. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like go through these as fast as possible. So once this reaches 100, we are going to switch over to the other banner. Try and get through these as fast as possible. Luckily, if I get someone new, it should stop me and do their whole little like introduction thing beforehand. So we'll get a little something at certain points. See, we're gonna get those pauses for first time acquiring quite a few things. We're just gonna have to see how it goes though. You know what, just to make this a bit kind of easier for us all. Hang on, let me do something real quick. Not that one. So remember how I showed you guys the whole like acquisition thing of like, oh yeah, here's all the new ones and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna just do that again. And so what I'm gonna do, right, I forgot about that. First of all, yeah, you can do that. You can just have an empty party, just in general. It's kind of a fun little bit. But every single character, except for Mesh, can be sent to the second archive. And see, that's what I mean. Like, that happened before with Lu Bu. I don't know why, though. But so, I am basically going to put everything apparently except for nope, wrong thing. My bad. Okay, so everything's full, unfortunately. Yeah. But so just to kind of give you guys an example of what's going to happen. I am going to basically do all the pulls that I need to do for the summoning tickets. Then I'm going to basically... Yeah, I'm basically just gonna... I basically gave you guys the long and short of what's gonna happen. I'm basically gonna stop recording here. And basically start re-recording when I'm done with all the pulls. Because if I just show you guys everything all at once, like each and every single individual single ticket pull, and then even like the multi-rolls, the temples, this video could be almost an hour long. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna do everything that I can to do all the pulls, and then when I'm done with everything, I'm gonna start recording again, and I'm gonna show you guys the results of my pulls. Luckily, for the most part, you guys already saw basically everything that I have acquired, including two new, where were they? I believe it was this one and this one. These two new CEs are basically the only ones that were kind of brand new to my account. But so with that, I'm going to do all the pulls off screen basically. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you the results. Because for all intents and purposes, I cannot feasibly show you guys everything without making this video almost an hour long. And if I was like streaming this, maybe there was a little bit more engagement, I guess, but I don't know if I want to do that. If something like this ever happens again, like let me know, like if you guys would want to see that, if I just like streamed this and then basically later on just edited the stream into like a single video, something like that. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just go and do all the pulls, and then I'm going to come back. And for you guys, it's going to be almost instant. For me, it's going to be almost an hour, maybe 2. And I'm going to show you guys the results of all my pulls. Alright? So, I will see you guys in, I guess, a moment. See you in a bit. Quick little pop in to just kind of update you guys. I have currently finished doing all of the tickets. It took me about an hour and a half. Or no, wait. I'm looking at them now. Yeah, it was just a full-on hour. It took me an hour to do about 200 tickets. And you may be wondering, what did I manage to acquire from that? I managed to acquire the Suzuka Goes in Summer, aka Vacay. That was not intentional. A couple of other 3 stars that I have not had on my account yet, including Medea, Mephistopheles, Assassin Serenity, or Serenity, Hassan of Serenity, and Mandricardo. Managed to get Chloe, but actually a good number of them, or just one extra one. The ones I got a good number of were the Fairy Knights, where I got 4 copies of Barghast, and really kind of weirdly enough, I actually got a full 5 copies of okay, so yeah, I got basically have her maxed out already MP wise. And just randomly, the game decided to give me a Nightingale, which I'm not mad at. But it is kind of funny to think that that is my second 5-star. I have no other 5-star other than the Jack I got for free and Nightingale. But yeah. So that's how it's going so far. Right now, I'm about to hop into the 10 pulls. That should take significantly less time. And tentatively speaking, I just keep recording. But I think I'm just going to keep with this route right now. So I'm going to show you guys how it goes for now, because I already got all these. I did also manage to get a good number of the. Okay, it's not actually good number of the event craft instances too. I'm gonna organize all these. Don't worry about that. But yeah. So, like I said, in just a moment, for you guys at least, you will see the full results of all of my pulls. So, I'll see you in just a moment. And here we are at the final accruement. Everything you see here that says July 25th was acquired today in one basically extended pull session. I did manage to acquire basically the entirety of the summer servants. Gozen, Kuro, Bass, all of them. Along with a surprising Nightingale and Achilles for some reason. Speaking of which, for the ECEs, I am mainly showing the I am mainly showing the event ones, but do know that I did acquire quite a few in terms of variety. Did take me some time to kind of organize them all though. Because while for some of them I did get multiple copies, a couple of them I only got single ones, so it was like, okay, just do one at a time. It took a while. In fact, while I plan to upload this, I originally planned to upload this on basically my birthday on the 25th. It looks like I'm going to be uploading this on the 26th, the day after, which is unfortunate. But all in all, I would say this ended up being a good pull video. With that, do I still have... Nope, I already moved over. Let's see how if it changes up anyway. Yeah, I haven't really upgraded that many characters. They're all still kind of in their first ascension, the new ones. The CE's changed up a little bit. Put in this one, which one? The Vessel of Desire. And the Imaginary Number attribute. I did also obtain... Where is it? Not that one. I also managed to pull a kaleidoscope, of all things. So yeah, that's good. But so for that, that's pretty much it, actually. Huh. Been doing this for a few years now. It's actually kind of weird to see it all done and gone. Well, like I said before, I'm gonna take my time with it. This is just like a background project in the long term. I am going to take what I have acquired today and I am going to basically rebuild the resources. Basically just gather as much as I can from the Lost Belts, and once I finish the Lost Belts, then I'm going to do another big old pull video. Hopefully, because I think at this time NA is already going into the part 3 of the FGO story, so basically all the Lost Belts are done. So technically speaking, I could finish them. Just take a while. So who knows? Maybe next year around this time I'll do another one, or sooner. Let's see how it goes. But so yeah. I hope anyone who has kind of been following along on this on the FGO Reddit, I'm kind of like double posting on there, will kind of watch this and kind of understand and enjoy that. Well, this has been an on-again, off-again thing that I've been putting off for a good long while. I do overall just enjoy the thing. A lot of the challenges were fun, and no, yeah, it was just really good fun. And I would recommend more people to try and just kind of hold off on the gacha as much as possible. Not just in FGO, but just in games in general. Just so that way it's use the characters you already have and the game naturally gives you before you just kind of oh, this character's good, I'm gonna pull everything for that character. Just do what you can with what you got, basically. But so, other than that, that's pretty much everything. With that, we'll basically see how it goes. I have a couple of projects I could do. I think I might do a Honkai Star Rail video next. I think I have enough saved up polls for that one to be interesting. The Fate event should be ending soon, so probably not gonna do that one. I could really use a wind character, but I don't really care for it. But yeah. Right after this, if the video editing goes well, you will be seeing a hyper sped up version of my friend point polls. That is where I got a majority of these characters at the start of the list, as you see from basically Asterius onward. These are all characters I pulled from the friendship banner. Up until about the Son of 100 Faces. Basically from Tawara onward are all characters I got from the summer banner. Yeah. But so yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not exactly 100% sure how this is going to be edited, considering this got split up into a lot of parts. But if you did like it, be sure to like, comment, give me your opinion on it. If you have any opinions, any kind of ideas of like, oh hey, you might like this, just leave it in the comments down below. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.